Hey yo, welcome back. We are here for the CSFA. What's going on with the good people? This is the national championship for the Collegiate Sim Football Alliance. There's only one of them here, and this will unfortunately be the last game for our collegiate players here before it's going to be all on the backs of the ECFL. It's been a fun ride doing this, and I remember going from the beginning, like where none of the teams couldn't score more than 10 points. We were still trying to figure out the system for everybody to get right. We had a lot of inactives, but honestly, the CSFA is one of the favorite things with this league, and it's going to be a shame that this is where it's going to close out. But we're not going to leave you going empty-handed. We got two great teams here, both with two completely different styles of play. And both of them honestly are deserving of the championship. In my personal opinion, these are the top two teams, not just by the seeding, but just overall talent in general. There's a lot of talent all over the field on this side, but we can talk about one of them first. Let's start with the away team. I kind of did a little bit of a spiel with them, but they are led by their top running back, Tom Edwards. He's a senior, and he's going to be making it to the big league, so he is that Derrick Henry type of guy. As soon as he hits the open space, he's gonna be gone. They do have Trevor Lopez as well doing his thug fizzle. He's gonna try to be doing his thing in the big leagues as well, so I can't wait to see how he does. Actually, I believe he's gonna, actually no, not him. He's actually just gonna be doing his own thing, so no need to worry about that. But they have a lot of talent. Wide receiver core is crazy. They have a great defense, ready to get some interceptions. You could honestly go on and on about this team, and they've been in the league since day one. They are one of our OGs when we only had 4 active teams, and if you don't remember, we actually had 6. We actually had 6 Division II teams as well. But yes, most definitely time to take them to school here. But on the other side, you got the homies in Lake Geneva. They've had their own road. They've been in since season number 4. And here they are in their 3rd season. If you want to give a little background on them, they started with a 0-12 record. They had a 0-12 record in their first season. They couldn't find a way to get a win. Season 5, they actually made the playoffs at the number 3 seed, but they ended up losing their playoff game. I forgot who exactly they were playing. I believe it was Central Houston Polytechnic, if I can remember. But in the big game here, they make it to 12-0, no losses. Essentially 10 of their games were blowouts, if you want to look at it like that. They've been dominant since the beginning of the season, and here they are. They're at the last game. It's going to be interesting to see if the youth or experience will take advantage in these big games here. We've seen a little bit in the playoffs for LGU. They came out swinging, and they was able to get a solid game against their opponents, East Augusta. They kind of had a slow start, but once it picked up, they knew what to do with the football. But we're going to see how this game turns up for us here in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and flip to the screen just to see what we got going on for this amazing game here. Once again, thanks for the Access Football team helping us out and getting this great product out. Is only going to get better from here. And as you can see, LGU is the favorites in this one, 4 out of 4 in regards to the developers, and every 7 out of 10 games here for LGU, thanks to the 1K Sims, they were able to get the victory. But we've seen teams win when they've had a 91% deficit against them in the 1K Sims. So nothing is settled. I don't want CHP to get rattled just because they see that. It's been that way essentially every single time. Looking in the outlook of how both of these teams played, as you know, they've played each other 4 times already, and this will be their 5th game. They wasn't able to play in the semifinals for obvious reasons, but the first game between these two teams, it was actually fairly close. I believe it was by maybe a couple touchdowns, or maybe it was 1 touchdown they had to come back was Lake Geneva. But the rest of them, Lake Geneva has found a way to make it their own. They've pulled up like solid 10-point games, 17-point games. They even had a 20-point game, I believe, in the second to last game that they've had with each other. So let's go ahead and get into this gameplay. We are already 12 minutes into the video, and I want to see these two teams rock. Let's go ahead and get into it. Best of luck to Lake Geneva, and best of luck to Central Houston Polytechnic. What should be a duel here for the ages. The last CSFA game here on the USFA network is going to be fun watching the other teams play. And unfortunate for me, we do not have a graphic for the national championship here. So we're just going to let it rock here in the field it's supposed to be. And here we are. Welcome to the national championship. Lake Geneva is going to start off with the football. Sean McGowan taking this one straight up the middle past the 25-yard line. And let's set it up here. Best of luck once again to both of these teams. And I did not flip the field. I will get it on the next play, but there goes Henry. Quick pressure, and that's incomplete there. There's going to be second down coming. There you go, Benjamin Henry. Incomplete on his first pass there. I'm going to send this man to the left side. That's Alex Rage. Going to look for a man right side. Caught by Armani Taylor Davis. He's going to set up 3rd and 8 here. CHP already in a spot where they could get a quick stop. Left side here. Shepard's going to make the catch, but it is short of the mark. Is going to set up 4th and 5. LGU is going to have to send that kick all the way to the other side of the field. Here goes Adrianic with the kick. Molyneux with the return. The cornerback taking it to around the 25-yard line. Here comes CHP. Trevor Lopez and the gang setting up the mode. 1st and 10 coming. They're going straight to the jumbo set, and I'm not surprised that they went to Tom Edwards. They're going to get around 5 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and medium coming. We're going to give it to him again. He's going to break one tackle. The second one does not slow him down too much, but he will stay right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here. Now Lake Geneva has a chance to get off the field. They're going to pass for the first time, and is going to catch Waddle. Is he a little short? Yes, he's going to be a good amount short, actually. 4th and 3. And here comes LGU getting the stop for the first time. Shout out to the homies here in the chat. Is going to be Anthony Spencer getting chopped down at the 30. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Who's going to get the first points on the board? Let me know in the chat. Do you think LGU is going to get the first score? Or do you think CHP is going to get the first score? That could be field goal, touchdown, whatever. Henry's looking off the back foot and had to throw that one away quickly. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Quick motion man here. Going to look for a man is Henry right in the middle. That's Namie McNamerson. He's going to make the catch. A little short of the first down line, but it'll be 3rd and 1. They do have a manageable chance to move the chains here. Won't be surprised if they give it back to number 88. They're going to give it to Namie. He's going to get sniped immediately. CHP is going to get exactly what they needed, and they're getting this ball back already. Sending the punt away inside the 15 they go. And Mono's going to get sniped immediately down to the 20. Jumbo set once again. Going to keep it on the ground. Edwards looking to turn upfield, but he's getting stuck on on the offensive player there. Unfortunate, because he did have a little bit of room there, but it's going to be 2nd and 9 now. They're going to go 5 wide here. Lopez looking for a player. Cannot connect the dots there. Is going to be 3rd down and 9. CHP looking for the conversion. So far scoreless for both of these teams. The defense is standing tall. Going to move Edwards at Lopez. Quick pitch right side and incomplete. Seeing Xavier Ali on the right side, but looks like CHP is going to have to punt within their own territory. We'll see how far Mono has this leg tuned in for the national championship. And this is going to be his last game. He's going to the big leagues as well. Shout out to the homie Priest Jarake. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Good field position here. Coming up for LGU. They're looking for the play. The left side is open for Armani Taylor Davis. Going to take that catch for about 4. Hand off to Namey. Going to get the first down, and that will get LGU the first chance inside CHP territory. Normally, this is how it kind of starts for them. They kind of start a little slow sometimes, and then other times they just hit them with the one-hitter quitter, but we'll see how they do in this one. They're going to give it to Namey again. They're going to get around 3 on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 7. I'm going to pitch it to Namey this time. Right on the first down mark. He's going to get it right there. 1st and 10. LGU trying to get some points here. And this is definitely a real good drive to start it off. They're going to start in the pistol here after the first down. Henry's going to pass the ball, looking left side and incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Nice coverage there. LGU with their undefeated season on the line in the biggest game. Quick right side for Namey McNamerson. He's going to make the play. 3rd and medium coming up here. I don't know if you guys seen that last stream last night, but that was all too ridiculous there. There goes Henry looking left side and incomplete. They tried McGowan, and that was just really good coverage. And LG is going to set up for the first points of the game. They got one of the better kickers here in Carolina Adrianic. Coming up from the right hash, and it looks like it is straight enough. LGU is going to get the first points of the final CSFA game. Great job on first off getting the stop in their own backfield there for the CHP offense, but also capitalizing and getting the offense just enough to get some points on the board. That's usually how it starts, as LGU sets up 1st and 10 coming. Now, one storyline that you want to kind of look at is number 21 there. He does have a lot of tread on his tires, but he is that driving force. They're going to give it to him again, and he's going to get a gain of around 6. Make that 7. 2nd and 3 coming up. They give it to him again, and they're going to get the first down. Now, will they keep that run offense heavy throughout the entire game? They're going to eventually need to pass the football, you'd think. Yes, they're going to run it. Simmons going to take that one and hit in the backfield. It's going to be Carrasco Jovic with the stop. And it's going to be 2nd and 13. Edwards finding a little room, and he's going to get dropped down before he can get his feet established under him. It's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. Can they get the first down here is the question. Should be a passing play, in my personal opinion. Yes, it is. The left side in single coverage, and Mondo Garcia comes down with it. And there goes CHP. Getting in LGU territory. Now, can they actually put it in the end zone, take that lead? That's going to be the question here. Nice pass by Lopez. And a nice catch by Garcia. They're going to try the reverse play there. It's going to be 2nd and 5 as they move Deuce Country in, the backup running back. They're going to give it to him, and he's going to get enough for the first down. Didn't expect that one. But here comes Tom Edwards back into the field. This is honestly playing right into CHP's hands. They're getting positive yards almost every time they run the football. A nice tackle there as we end quarter number 1. Tom Edwards should be hitting the field again. And we'll see what happens here in 2nd and 8. Back to the jumbo set. Lopez looking, and it's going to be caught by Simmons, but it's going to be third down here. CHP is in field goal range as well. They can always knot it back up at 3. And what they get is the question. They're going backwards. The defensive lineman gets back up in there, and there goes Deegan with the stop. CHP is going to have to settle for 3. It is a straightaway kick, so Molyneux can definitely tie this one up, and he is going to do just that. 45 yards all day. CHP is going to put it back to a tie ball game. The second quarter is started here with 9 more minutes left, 7 seconds to go along with it. Sean McGowan looking for the game breaker play. We've seen another kick return in that last one. I know Caboose is still mad at me, but hey, it is what it is. 1st and 10, and here comes LGU in the gang. Benjamin Henry doing very well this season. This more than likely is going to be his last game. Left side and incomplete. That could have been picked off there. We're going to be 2nd and 10. Going to pass it. Going to take off by Henry, and he's got a lot of room past the 50, and he's going to take it down inside LGU territory. Sometimes when the arm doesn't work, you got to use the legs. That'll move the sticks. Henry again looking right side and caught by Carl Bringer. Actually, yeah, that's Carl Bringer. There's going to be a gain of 8 on that one. I think he only had like 1 or 2 catches in the last game. He'd love to get more involved in this offense here. See if they could get something going here. 5 wide set. Quick blitz, doesn't get home. Alex Rage with the catch. Now it'll move the sticks again. Once again in field goal range. But I'm sure LG is looking for more than just 3. They're going to try to get it into the end zone, I'm sure. They're going to hand off to Name. He got a good amount of blocks that time to get him close to the 25. And exactly on the 25. It's going to be 2nd and 1. I see some people in the chat, but ain't nobody talking to me. How y'all doing? It's Friday. It's Friday evening. How y'all doing? Y'all got something happening this weekend? Do you got chicken wings? I know I do. It's going to be another carry by Namey. That's going to get him inside the 20. LG's starting to walk him down a little bit. Looking like that them HBV Voyages, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to be picked off, and that's going to be the first one on the season for the homie Benjamin Henry, and that is at a bad time as well. That does not look good. Hand off to Edwards. He's going to get hit backwards, and that's going to be 2nd and 11. And I might have to tweet. I might have to tweet that one or send a message or something. That's pretty crazy. Handoff here. Edwards is going backwards, so even after the interception, it doesn't look like it's helping CHP's chances, especially if this LGU defense continues to show its muscle. Going to be Lopez looking deep in the single man coverage and incomplete. Looks like Jovic with the defensive play, and that will get LGU the ball back in some decent field position. CHP has to punt from the field goal, but once again, unfortunate for Benjamin Henry there. Threw his first interception at a bad time in the biggest game. You never want to see that. That's one of the things you like when they normally say you love to see it. You don't love to see that. But here comes LGU once again. They're down to the 40-yard line, so they could very well get their way back into nice coverage and see if they could get the job rolling here. Henry, and they're going to find McNamerson, is going to get hit, and I think it's just going to go backwards there. It's going to be a holding, take it back to midfield. What a way to go for Benjamin Henry. He had 32 touchdowns with no interceptions coming into this game, and then lost it all. And here goes a drop by Robert Thump. That would have been a touchdown there, but LGU has a lot of opportunities here, and so far it has been working in their favor. Here comes 2nd and 20 for Henry. Looking, and it's going to be caught by Davis. It's going to be a loss of 1. Definitely don't want to see that either. 3rd and 21. A little bit of a tie up here. Tossing deep in, another incomplete pass. That should have been a catch. It should have been a first. LGU. They're trying to find their footing, but got to give credit to that CHP defense outside of that second to last play where they left the man wide open. CHP is going to get the ball back at the 20. And now momentum really creeping towards CHP's side if LGU cannot get their offense rolling. Hand off here to Edwards. Sheds one tackle, but not the second. I thought he was going to break through, but it's going to be a gain of 3. Going to be Lopez running. He's going to get sniped immediately. Kevin Cushion with the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Sorry about the cursor there. 3 wide receiver set coming. Lopez looking for a man, and it's going to find Waylon Jottle. Going to move the chains, and 1st and 10 coming. CHP trying to get some points before the half. Both defenses standing tall up to this point. It's been a defensive showcase outside of a few plays. It's going to be Edwards breaking the tackle, falling forward, and he's going to get around 8. $13 for 30 so far. They're going to run Lopez again. He's going to turn up, and he's going to get the first. And now move the chains again. Inside LGU territory they go. And they're going to go backwards now. It's going to be 1st and 15 now as the clock continues to run. And let's see how they adjust from this one. I won't be surprised they keep it on the ground. The run game has been working up to this point. But no, it looks like a pass is going to come through with this one. Going to move this one left side. It's going to be Lopez looking. Left side is open for Danica Keys. Going to make the catch, but not getting too much yardage there. 2nd and 12. Are the bright lights a little too bright for this LGU team? CHP very composed right now. Going to take off the run is Lopez. Trying to juke the man, but not going to break the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 7 here. Comeback route for Mondo Garcia gets him sleeping, and now move the chains again. CHP getting the 1st down to the 30. 5 wide receiver set. Lopez looking. Going to toss this left side in double coverage and incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10. I thought that was going to be picked off. There's 53 seconds left here in the second quarter. So far, so good. A great game defensively by both of these teams. 3 wide receiver set, looking for Lopez. Right side, it's going to be dropped, but it's going to go backwards anyway. 2nd and 20 now. And now they got to work their way back to field goal range as well. So that's a big penalty, especially if they can't get any yardage there. But they're going to set up in a shotgun. 2nd and 20 coming. Going to look for a man. Toss his right side in single coverage and deflected. It's going to be 3rd and 20 now. They're definitely not in field goal range. Just be around like a 56 or 57 yard kick. So they're definitely looking at least for some yards at this point. Lopez going to toss this one comeback route and incomplete. And LGU's defense stands tall here. Sending this one away. Going to set up 1st and 10. LGU. Benjamin Henry trying to make up for that interception earlier. His 1st of the season once again. Quick pitch and cannot complete to Alex Rage. Is going to be 2nd and 10. And there's a little bit of flusteredness here by the quarterback. Let's see right there, under like a little bit under 60%. There is a little bit of a tie up, but can they take advantage? It's going to be caught by Thump. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now. Got to give credit to CHP. They do have a great secondary on their squad as well. I'm thinking they're going to try to run the football here. Perhaps take this one to the half. And yes, they are. Namie McNamerson getting past the 25. CHP doesn't appear that they're going to be attempting to stop the football. Let me stop the clock here. Only 8 seconds left. CHP is going to get the punt. This should be the last bit of the time. Yes, it is. Mullen, no. Not going to break the tackle. And a slow start in regards to points, but we have made it to halftime. 3-3 is your score. Both teams defensively near flawless. Everything that the offense has been trying to do, they found a way to stop it. And as you can see, the passing yards, very few far in between both of these quarterbacks. Not a detriment to how bad they've been playing. It's just the coverage has just been ridiculous. Both of these teams appear to have done their homework to stop the offense, but it looks like one of these offenses and or defenses will have to make a play in order for them to be great. Checking the stats real quick. Namey going over 5.5. Edwards only 2.3 yards a carry. So as much as they've been rushing the football, you'd want to see a little bit more yards there. But once again, give credit to Lake Geneva on their run defense. And for the other side, CHP, you got to give them credit to their pass defense. Looking at the stats here for Henry, giving them their first interception first off, and less than 50 yards passing, under 60% completion percentage. You honestly can't be mad at that. Both of these defenses are playing well. You see right there, Molino doesn't have any tackles, but that interception is huge because Lake Geneva was in scoring range. Could have been another score there for Lake Geneva, but not to happen there. Let me go, went the wrong way, my bad. Team stats and total plays pretty much even. CHP got 5 more. The yards pretty much even as well. CHP has 12 more. No sacks and that 1 turnover. That's the only thing I see that is prevalent there. And hope everyone's doing well here. We got to keep the game rolling. This is the national championship game. LGU looking for their first championship. CHP looking for their third. Who's going to get the victory? That's going to be the question. Mondo Garcia past the 25. And it's going to be 1st and 10 coming.
Green 46.
Hand off to Edwards. Going to get him real close to the first down line. It's going to be a gain of 9.
Red 23. Red 23. Set. Tonight.
Give it to him again. And he's going to be pushed back a little bit. There goes Jovic with another play. 3rd and 1 coming. Let's see how they get the job done here. Won't be surprised if they give it right back to him. This is the right spot to do it. They're going to do just that. He snapped. Fumble. I thought it was a fumble. I thought it was. Regardless of that, Lake Geneva does get the stop. And they're going to get this football back. Wow, what a play there. What a stand. LGU gave up 9, and they proceeded to tell CHP to get back. Get back. You don't know me like that. That's pretty much what they said. But LGU's back on offense here. They have another half to get their offense rolling along with CHP, but these defenses have not been playing games. LGU also missed a few opportunities. Maybe a little bit of the jitters there in the biggest game. See if they can turn that one down. Matt Shepard, he's going to the draft as well. Believe he's projected to be undrafted, but never know, could fit as a number 5 wide receiver. You never know. 2nd and 7 coming. Goes Henry. Left side is open, but the pass is off the mark. Those are passes that he normally hits during the season. Are the lights a little too bright for the young man Benjamin Henry? It's going to be 3rd and 7 coming. Going to motion out the fullback, and they're going to run the football. Can Namey turn up? Yes, he can. And catching CHP slipping, going to give him the first down. Sometimes you need to mix it up a little bit, get the mojo back, and then you just let it see what happens. 1st and 10, they're going to pitch it this time to Namey, and he's going to get around 8 himself. Running game starting to pick up a little bit. Sometimes when the passing game is off the mark, you got to go to the run game, switch it up a little bit, maybe a reverse, get the defense leaning a certain way. You never know what can happen. Gotta try new things. There goes Namey coming out the shotgun for a big gain. And that's something you have to do as well. Getting the run game from different positions. Sometimes you gotta sweep it. Sometimes you gotta pitch it. Sometimes shotgun right up the middle just like they did. There's a lot of ways to skin a cat. They're going to try to run again. Namey McNamerson is getting some juice here as they move towards getting Devin Ernest some carries right now. 2nd and 2 coming. You see right there, Namey having a big game. He's definitely over 5 yards of carry. Looks like a flag, and I believe it's going to be on CHP. Yes, it is. It's going to be a offsides penalty from Warren Waters. And I'm not even going to lie, that may be my next player's name, Warren Waters. That it flows so beautifully. But Namey McNamerson, he's back on the field here. Henry's looking, going to find Carl Bringer. He's going to turn upfield, and he's going to make it past the 20. There goes LGU once again. Last time they was in this position, they dropped the ball and fumbled the bag, if you will, with the interception. But can they get the job done here? They're close to the mark, and they're not going to get the first, but 3rd and 1 is definitely manageable. Honestly, won't be surprised if they give it to Namey again. They do have him in the backfield. They're going to do it, and he's going to get sniped himself. Not happening. I believe he had the lane, but he's decided to go left for whatever reason. It's going to be 4th and 2, and here goes Carolina Adrianic once again with the kick, and it looks like it's going to be all day from 36. LGU, they didn't do enough to get the touchdown, but they did enough to get the lead. That'll give them another field goal here. The CHP's defense buckles down, and now CHP has a chance to get a touchdown perhaps and take the lead, but no touchdown so far in this national championship game. Garcia going to get stopped, and it's going to be down to the 22.
Black 11. Black 11. Ready. Tonight.
Here comes Edwards again. Got a lot of room, and if he broke that tackle, he might have still been running, but it's going to be 2nd and inches here. Edwards sniped. Not happening. Great defense by Kevin Cushion once again. 3rd and 3 coming.
Red 23.
And out to Edwards, and he's going to get sniped again. LGU is keying in on number 21, and they're going to get yet another stop on this defensive front. What a job here. LGU's offense has been staggering, to say the least, but their defense has been all point all game. Anthony Spencer misses the punt, but he's going to take it through, and he's going to get some more yardage with it, down to around the 30. Nice job there by the freshman there doing his thing. But it's going to be 1st and 10 here. LGU trying to get the ball up the field again. They're going to pass it. Henry, and once again, the pass off the mark. 2nd and 10. There's going to be a tie up here. Will they try him? That's the question. There's a deep man open. There goes Sean McGowan. And there goes the first touchdown of the game right there. Touchdown number 26. He says he's wanting to make the draft class make it look nice. Good job. Kick is up and kick is good. It took a little bit, but there goes them homies in LGU. They got themselves a 10-point lead. And now that run game here for CHP, it might need to be dialed back just a tad, because the more they run and the more they don't get what they need, it's going to spell doom. There goes a tackle on Mondo. It's going to be 1st and 10. LGU 12 minutes away from winning their first championship, but their defense can't slack as they go ahead and shift the man to the left side here. CHP, they're going to pitch to the right side. Edwards is not, actually might get the first now. It's pretty close. Yes, he will. 1st and 10.
Blue 27.
Left side here for Edwards. He's going to run through a guy, and he's going to get another 8. And once again, these 8-yard gains are cool, but when you're down 10, only 1 quarter left, there's got to be a point where the pass game got to come. Edwards, he's trying to break the game himself, but LGU is putting bodies on top of bodies to make sure that he does not break away for a big gain. And so far, it's been working, all things considered. It gave their offense enough time to pick everything up. Edwards is going to fumble the football. James Evans picks it up, and luckily for CHP, that could have went really bad, but let's see what they could do here as they move Deuce Country. I call him Deuce Cherry. Deuce Country handoff. It's gonna be Deuce Country. He going backwards, digging with the stop again. 2nd and 16. I think the tie-up on that touchdown kind of gave him the right of way. There goes Country taking some yards back. They're gonna put Edwards back in the game, and it's gonna be 3rd and 13.
Red 10. Red tonight.
Lopez looking and cannot complete the pass, and that is exactly what you don't want to do when you run the ball too much. You kind of take the quarterback out the game. He doesn't quite have the rhythm like he wanted to, but he's going to be 4th down here. LGU going to have the ball for the last quarter. They're going to start it off with the football. Sheds off 1. I thought he was going to hit that crease like a madman, but here we are. 1 more quarter. Will CHP find their way into this game? Will LGU close the door on this season and go 14-0? There's only one way to figure that out. 1st and 10. 4 wide receiver set. Henry looking and toss it deep again and almost threw interception number 2, but it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Blue 26.
Handoff here. Namerson going to fall forward, getting the 1st down, reaching out for it. Good job there, keeping the chains moving. Henry going to toss it to McNamerson, and he's going to get another 1st down, this time out of the ground. Out of the air. It's going to be 1st and 10. LGU getting the 1st downs now. The clock is in their favor. Since CHP elected to run the ball so much, it's giving them a chance to put some more points and burn some clock at the same time. A-Town down with the catch. Armani Taylor Davis doing his thing, getting him inside the 20. Had a few short catches, but that's definitely the biggest catch of the game. They're going to motion out Sean McGowan by himself, and now they're going to run to the left, and McNamerson's going to get a decent gain there, a gain of 3. Henry left side caught by Davis, sheds off 1, and is going to make that 3rd down a lot easier to contend with. 3rd and 2. CHP definitely needs to make sure they do not get a touchdown if they want to get the victory. They're going to give it to Namerson, and he's going to get stopped in the backfield. Pablo Sanchez, the 3rd with the play. I see you, Dragon Rage plays games. I see you, brother. So far, it looks like Garrett Evans is going to get the victory, but we still have a little bit more time. 13 points is achievable within a span of 7 minutes, so they just need to see if they could find a quick hitter, see if they could get him caught sleeping on the top. Let's see what happens here. Mondo Garcia taking this one and speared immediately past the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 here. CHP, you don't have too many chances left. You're going to need something drastic. Here comes the 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end set. They're going to give it to Edwards, and he's going to go backwards. Not going to work on that play. Kyle Bringer with the stop. 2nd and 10. And off to Edwards and chop down. And they're sticking with this run game. I would definitely be flipping to more of a pass-oriented offense to start this one off. But hey, they're going to see what they can do. 3rd and 5. They're going to run it again, and he's going to be stopped short. LGU once again keying in on that run game. Not 100% a fan of this strategy in this one. One of the big things that CHP had was the passing game. Even though they didn't pass as much, I think the only thing they really needed was to change maybe the playbooks, maybe go a little bit more deep pass as opposed to the short and middle. But that is what we have here. They're going to live and die by the pass. They're going to try one here, and there's a drop. Henry looking. There's a man wide open, and they're going to find Armani Taylor Davis again. Moving him to the 49-yard line. And LGU's offense is starting to pick up, and for CHP, that is not what you want to see. They gave a strong effort in the first half, and they're going to give it to Davis again. ATD getting past the 45-yard line. Actually, right at the 45-yard line. Second and 4 here. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. LGU is trying to walk this clock all the way down. They're going to toss in single man coverage. Sean McGowan does not care. He kind of fumbled in the end zone, but they're going to give it to him. They said he crossed the plane and he did a football motion, but I think that might have just sealed the deal for Lake Geneva. Kick is up and good, and that is going to be a 20-point ball game here. What a game, or what a half, I would say, offensively by LGU. I don't know what the adjustment was going into the half, but whatever they did worked to near perfection there. Mondo Garcia, he's going to be heading to the draft as well, I believe, so we'll have to see what he does in the big leagues. If he's probably going to make a roster spot, I do not know, but we're going to see what's happening. 1st and 10 coming. Going to be Lopez looking left side and some coverage, and almost picked off there, but it's going to be 2nd and 10. There goes Lopez again, looking in the middle of the field, caught by Garcia. It might be a little short though. Yes, it is. 3rd and 1. Final 4 minutes of this 4th quarter. They're going to go 5 wide now. This might be a time where LG will normally send a blitz. They are going to send it. Does get home. They're going to just a bullet pass right up the middle to Waylon Jotto. Shout out to the Mike Steele with the commentary with the bullet pass. 1st and 10. CHP touchdown list so far in this game. At this point, they're looking for something with a little bit of pride. I don't think they'll be able to get the victory, but a touchdown before this game ends will definitely do them a little bit of justice. Help out the score be a little bit closer. 2.5 minutes coming. They're going to motion out Edwards, and they're going to go ahead and see if they can send it. And the pass is off, and that could have been that touchdown they're looking for, but it's going to be 2nd and 10. Lopez looking, sending this one middle. Field is open, and a drop not happening. It's going to be 3rd and 10. 2.5 minutes left. LGU. CHP on offense. They're going to pass it again to left side and almost picked off again. Pass once again a little off the mark there. Is going to be 4th down and 10. They're definitely going for it here. There's not even a debate on that. LGU with the chance to get off of the field. Hasn't really been too much continuity in this passing game, and deflected. The easy play there by Kyle Bringer is going to give LGU the football, and they have the right of way to take this all the way down to the brink. They have number 88 in the backfield looking to close this one out. They're going to hand it off to him up the middle. He's going to fall forward, and he's going to get past the 40. 2nd and 3. One more run will give him 100 yards, and he's going to do just that. Moving the sticks there. They're going to call offsides, but they may decline it. Yes, they will, just to give him the yards there. 1st and 10. Hand off again to Name. He's going to fumble the football, but the offensive lineman was able to scoop it back up. CHP is going to call their first timeout. Pitching it left side for Namey. Falls forward. Going to get some yards there. It's going to be 3rd and 4. CHP calls their 2nd to last timeout. Going to motion out the tight end. Robert Thump looking for the first. And it's going to be Namey taking it through. Getting it past the 25. And I think that should do it, my good people. LGU coming in at season number 4. They went 0-12. Season number 5. They went 6-6 and made their first playoff game with all the tough competition that was in that season from all the teams. And here comes Lake Geneva in season number 6. It took them a little road to get there, but we're going to have a new champion, and it's not going to be one of the originals. A great way to end the season here for the CSFA and end the whole shebang. LGU, how do you do? Welcome to the championship club. Wisconsin, 23-3 is your score. And what was a great game. It started off a little slow, but mostly because the defenses came out swinging. But Benjamin Henry and the gang, they picked it up in the second half just when they needed it. And Lake Geneva will be your season 6 national championship winners. So congratulations to them. And also a big shout out to the homies in Central Houston Polytechnic doing their thing. They already have 2 rings in their mantle, and it looks like it's time to spread the wealth a little bit. Let's check out these stats. Shout out to the homies here doing their thing. It's going to be Benjamin Henry, 19 for 32. His final game here, 59%, 194, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Trevor Lopez, 9 for 22 for 41%. There goes Namie McNamerson. He was definitely a big factor here for this Lake Geneva team, especially in the second half. 21 for 133, 6.5 yards a carry. They did fumble the football, but it is what it is. Tom Edwards with his final game, he fumbled the ball twice. 26 for 74, under 3 yards a carry. Not too impressive, but when Lake Geneva is sending all those bodies, it's kind of hard not to get any yards like that. He did have 1 gain of around 10, but that's really about it. On the receiving side, they don't show Sean McGowan, but I think it's because he only had a couple of catches. But here goes Armani Taylor Davis. He's going to be going to the ECFL. 7 for 66, no touchdowns, but he's going to be playing cornerback, so going to be good to see him watching them there. Namie McNamerson out the backfield, 4 for 29. Carl Bringer, 2 for 16. And it's going to be Mondo Garcia, 3 for 50. Waylon Jottle, 4 for 57. And there goes Simmons there, the fullback, getting 1 for 4. Defensively, Kevin Cushing, 7 tackles. Jovic with 10. Let's see, the other Jovic with 8. Solid job. I believe the first one is the cornerback and the second one's the linebacker. Xavier Ali, 7 tackles. And on the other side, Jack Molyneux, he'll be in the draft as well. That's a great way to end your CSFA career, going to the league, the USFA, with 6 tackles and interception, forced a fumble as well. So I know that the scouts have been watching that for sure. Patrick McGowan, he is also going to the draft as well. And we didn't see the other brother on the stats, but we'll check him out. The McGowan brothers are also going to the draft. Make sure you watch out for those 2. Flame Dragon also did very well with 5 tackles. And on the total play side of things, 58 for 56 for Lake Geneva. They're getting the victory there. 346 to 195. They won the total plays. No sacks at all. I was kind of surprised to see that, but it is all good. 1 turnover set up here for Central Houston Polytechnic, that interception, but did not really factor into the game as a whole. Let's see. Checking into the stats here really fast. Lopez doing his thing. Here goes Simmons and Edwards. Lopez also there. Receiving wise, there goes Waylon Jottle, Mauro Garcia. There goes Brian Simmons, Danica Keys, Baldus Boomhammer. Only had 1 target. Evans only had 2 targets, but dropped 1 of them. You definitely want to get these guys involved with the offense. Me personally, I wouldn't have done it. I would have found a way to see if you can get them a little bit better and better position to be great. But that is how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Patrick McGowan, 7 tackles. Sanchez the third with 6. Molyneux with 6. Dragon with 5. Simmons with 3. There goes Evans there. Abert Magigan 2. Battling Keys getting a tackle. And that's really about it here on the users. The return game doing their thing for CHP. Once again, shout out to the homies doing their thing and checking out the winners, the victors, the champions. Make sure you show some love to Lake Geneva. Give them a congratulations. They've been that team all season long, and felt only right that this team was able to find a way to get the victory like they needed to. shout out to the homie Starchy Chef for taking over for Lake Geneva as well in short notice as well. So got to give him credit. He stayed the course, he steadied the ship, and he was able to get the job done here for the team in Wisconsin, giving them their first championship ring. And it'll be interesting to see how Starchy Chap moves into the big leagues, as he's going to be a general manager as well, along with Big Noof. I didn't say this earlier, but Big Noof is also going to be in the championship game as well. Not championship game, but he'll be in the playoffs. Well, I was saying the playoffs. He'll be in the USFA as one of the general managers there moving forward. But we only have one more game left, and it's going to be a huge one. The United Bowl coming up. Huntington Beach versus the homies in St. Louis. That will be tomorrow around the same time, around 8 o'clock. You know how we do. It's been a pleasure, man. We got to keep it rolling. Once again, congrats to both of these teams, especially to Lake Geneva getting the victory here in the biggest game and the last game for the CSFA. But we still have to close out the deal for season number 6. Don't go anywhere, for tomorrow, Saturday, will be the final game in the Axis era. Huntington Beach versus St. Louis. We'll see you in Charlotte for the last game on Axis.